I want to help you make next season your best season ever. I want to help you be financially free by selling food. How does that happen? That happens today, now, as soon as possible. If you want next season to be incredible and you really want to do well next season, it starts today. And what I mean by that is we have to prepare now so next season can be incredible. This is Mike, the Caesar of concessions, bringing it to you. Okay. So, what do we do and how do we make next season incredible when we're still 4 months away, 5 months away, right? How do we do that? The first thing you need to do, if you've been in the business at all, even just a year, go back and look at your events. I want you to cherry pick your best events that you've done, okay? And you need to call these people, like, as soon as possible. And you need to get in there and get that solidified for next year. Get those killer jobs done. Get them booked, get ready, and get those on your calendar. Phase 2 of this is when we're looking at the events that we've done. You know, you can have good events, mid-level events, and poor events. Now look at your mid-level events, and were they only okay because of rain or extremely hot temperatures? Hopefully when you journal everything, like after an event, you need to write down how much you made, what the weather was like, what the attendance was. This will help you when it comes to this time every year to prepare for next year. So let's just say you were smart, you watched some of my other videos, and you know you should be journaling what you do in every job, okay? So you're going back, you're looking at your journal, you're looking at your mid-level events. Find out why they were just okay. And if they were weather-related, that's probably one that you should go and try again, because you don't know what the weather will be like next year, right? It might have been raining on that event, and that's why it was just okay, right? It's definitely worth another shot, I believe, when weather is the reason why your job was just okay. Now, let's talk about your poor events. Now, if your poor events were weather-related, that's another one you need to look at and reconsider and maybe try. But if everything was all good, the weather was fine, and the events were just trash, cut them. Do not get in those again next year. You learned your lesson, right? You tried it. It didn't work. That's the business. Move on, okay? Find other events that you can, put in place of those. It's worth the shot to try some new events that you haven't tried to replace your poor events. Now let's kind of circle back and how we're going to plan for next year. So we've already talked about you have your good events, you're going to book those. You're looking at your mid-level events, your just okay events, and you're going to decide if those are worth it or not based upon a few factors. And then your poor events, you're just totally cutting them out. You're not doing those ever again. Okay. Now, on your really good events, why were they good? What was the reason they were good? Probably the weather was great, I had a lot of people, and you had the right product for the event, okay? Find events that are just like those, right? Piggyback off what was successful for you last year and book more of those events that were awesome, okay? On your mid-level events, keep them, right? The ones that we talked about. And then to replace the poor, the bad events, the trash events, go out and take some flyers, to take a risk on some other events that are not like those, right? That are totally different. And who knows, those new ones that you booked to replace your poor events could be phenomenal. and you will be able to add those to your list of mid-level events or great events in the future. So that's how I kind of go about my calendar every year, and just piggybacking of things that were great and doing it again, right? And then building and building and building as the years go on. So honestly, all you have are awesome events. You've eventually cut out your poor events, and you've eventually cut out your mid-level events. Now, every event you have is awesome. And that this process works for me, and that's what I would recommend to you. I also am starting up, well, have been doing secretly, haven't been advertising it, a mentor service where you can hire me to be your personal mentor. What is better than that, to have the Caesar of Concessions in your ear, talking to you on the phone, helping you through situations that you have? You can hire me. $25 for a half hour. Initial consultation. We can talk about it, see if it's something you want to do in the future, and then we can do longer sessions and work on that. So, just a little FYI, you can hire the Caesar of Concessions to be your personal advisor. Anyway, my next video, I'm going to be talking about the food and how to progress from what you're selling in your menu to something even better for next season. So I'm going to do a little 4 or 5 part series on how to use the winter to make your business absolutely incredible. This is Mike, the Caesar of Concessions, out.